One of the most important pieces of the puzzle when selling your house is keeping it show ready. In this video, we're going to show you exactly how to make that happen. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Andrew here with the Lake Team in Houston, Texas. Welcome back to another fantastic video that we have for you today. And if you're watching this on YouTube and you haven't already, go ahead and smash that subscribe button down below. At the Lake Team, we try to produce the best real estate content to put out to you guys each and every single week. And with that being said, let's go ahead and move straight into today's topic, which is talking about how to keep your house show ready. All right, so listing your house is only one piece of the puzzle. Now, the next thing is you have to keep the sucker show ready, right? Keep it looking like a model home. No matter how impractical that is, I mean, that's very important, right? If you ever walked into a new construction house or a model home, you'll see all the most beautiful things laying around, everything's super clean, even though like maybe the furniture set up in the living room, just like, what the hell is this? I mean, it's super impractical. But there's a reason why they do that. There's a science behind it. Whenever buyers walk in, that's the house that they want. They're like, oh my gosh, this house is gorgeous, I love it. Even though it's impractical on some furniture setups and things like that. But nonetheless, keep your house show ready. Keep it looking like a model home. Think of it as you will on a much smaller scale. If you were to sell your car, right? If you're going to sell your car, you're going to take that car, you're going to get it all detailed and cleaned up. If you're trying to get the most money for it, right? You're going to get it all cleaned up and nice, shampooing the carpets, get the smell goods going on, hanging from the rear of your mirror, and then you're going to take your photos, and then you're going to let buyers come and look at it, right? Same thing on a much larger scale with selling your house. You want to keep that sucker clean. You want to keep it smelling pretty. You want to, you know what I mean? Like keep it show ready like a model home. And if you've never seen a model home, make sure you go to a new construction community and just walk inside. And if you've never seen a home like that before, you're gonna be like, oh my God, this is impractical. I got 2-year-olds running around everywhere. It's okay, just do your best. All right, so one of the most important things when keeping your house show ready is the curb appeal, right? You need to have great and fantastic first impressions. And by keeping your grass cut, the landscaping looking nice, fresh and clean, that makes a big difference when people pull up to your house, because they have the perception that your house has been well taken care of. It's been well maintained. Rather than if you just never mowed your yard, there's weeds growing all over the dang place, people start to think that you neglect your house. And they're also thinking, well, what other stuff has he neglected? What other maintenance has he been putting off, right? So keep the landscaping looking fresh. Curb appeal is important. All right, next up is keeping your house clean. No dishes in the sink. Floors are vacuumed and mopped, right? Limited items on the countertops. Kids' toys are picked up. I know this part right here, the kids' toys being picked up is probably if you have kids and toddlers like I do, that is the most difficult thing to do in the world. I swear, we pick up after my son, and an hour later, whenever he gets home from school or whatever, he just opens up his toy box and just dumps all his toys all over the living room floor, and it's a madhouse, and it gives me straight up anxiety. But it's okay, I understand how stressful that is. But here's the cool part. Whenever you are on the market and you can get an hour notice, right? So you can get an hour notice if you're at home, and if you want a 2-hour notice, you can get a 2-hour notice. But we can require there's a 1-hour notice ahead of time before buyers walk through your house, right? So if they want to show at 2, they need to let you know by 1 o'clock that they are going to show this house, or they want to see this house. So if you're staying at the house, it gives you a little bit of time to run over there, or it gives you a little bit of time if you're already there to pick up a little bit and plug in those little smell goods around the house, and you're good to go. So next up we have is keeping all of your lights on, all of your interior doors open, and then you want to keep all your blinds open as well. The reason being is, first of all, you don't want anybody touching all your stuff, especially all your doorknobs in your house, and it's just easier just to leave everything open for them, so all they gotta do is walk in the house, right? And sometimes, I mean, lighting is a big thing too, right? So keeping those lights on, those blinds open are fantastic. Now you might be asking yourself, isn't that the agent's job? Why does the agent do that, or the buyer's agent? Well, sometimes buyer's agents and their clients are seeing multiple houses at the same time, and so it's quite common for them to arrive at the house at the exact same time together. So the agent isn't going to have enough time to walk through the whole house, turn on all the lights, open up all the blinds, and then keeping the doors open and whatnot before the buyers actually walk in. A lot of times the buyers agents and their clients, they're turning the lights on as they go. So make that process as smooth as possible for them by keeping the lights on, opening the blinds, and keeping those interior doors open. So next up we have keep air fresheners out to keep that house smelling good. All right, so there's multiple different avenues you could take here. You could do the wall outlets one, where you just plug in the outlet and then it makes the house smell good for a while. You could do that throughout the house, but if you have little ones running around, that may not be the best option for you because you don't want them pulling that outlet and that you're drinking that nasty, scents or whatever it is in there, all them oils. But there is another option you could do. You could do relatively inexpensive actually, is diffusers, right? So buy a few diffusers or a couple of them and place them strategically throughout the house, and then keep them suckers on. They can last for hours on end if you fill it all the way up to the top. And they're pretty cheap. I mean, they're probably like 30 bucks. You can go buy one, and the oils are pretty inexpensive as well. But when you keep a house smelling good like that, it makes a very good impression, because I know that's the first thing that they, visually when they walk in, they first see the house, but that smell will hit them in the face like, oh, these aromas just smell fantastic, right? That's the impression that you want to give. Here's another one that we used to do for a while back, was leave cookies out if you want to. Well, ever since COVID hit, people might not want to do that anymore, but if you did want to, go for it. You can bake some cookies and leave some cookies out with a nice little note that says for buyers, or for the new buyer of the house and their agent, right? You can leave that on there, and then they'll come as they're going around looking at the house, they can eat that cookie. You don't have to do that. It's just another little trick to the trade that we used to do a while back. But man, I tell you, I've eaten quite a bit of them when I'm going through some people's houses before showing property. So, but if you wanted to go that route, it's really cool. Buyers will love you for it. All right, so next up we have the brochures, flyers, and like an update sheet that we leave out on the countertops or the tables for easy access for the buyers and their agents to see. So the brochure is obviously going to have anything and everything about the house, and then like your seller's disclosure and other important documents that we'll leave on there as well. And an update sheet too. So an update sheet will tell that buyer at a quick glance of everything that you've done to the property since you've lived there. What kind of updates are they looking at? Maybe they're worried about the HVAC, but hey, you replaced it a few years ago. That could be a good one to put on there. Or a roof, things of that nature. All the updates that you've done to the home since you've lived in there, you give that to them for easy access and for a quick reference to look at. All right, so lastly, I just want to leave you with a super quick example of kind of think of it like this, right? When you're selling your house and you're keeping it show ready, think of it like, let's say The Rock, for example, is coming to visit you and your family at your house. Do you want The Rock to see that your house is a total disaster? There's crap all over the place, toys all over the place, right? So probably not. You're probably going to pick up, if you're anything like my wife and I, we're going to pick up the house and just get it over with and make it look really super clean and nice. So think of it like that. Think of it like The Rock is going to come visit you. If you don't know The Rock, his name is Dwayne Johnson. He's a pro wrestler and then now a super awesome movie star. But like I said, think of it like him coming to visit your house. You don't want him walking in there and seeing how like a madhouse it is, right? So just keep it clean. That's the overall perspective of this video. Is first impressions do really matter. Keep your house show ready at all times, and then you shouldn't really have any issues or any negative feedback from the buyers. Well guys, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, or if you have any additional topics that you'd like us to cover, feel free to leave a comment as well. We read them all and we'll be happy to make a video over the topic that you're suggesting. If you haven't already, go ahead and smash that subscribe button down below as well if you're watching this on YouTube. That way you're the first to get notified of each and every time we release a new video, which we do every single week. And with that being said, that's going to wrap it up for us today. I'm Andrew with the Lake Team here in Houston, Texas, and I will see you guys next week.